To all those people watching, I would like to remind everyone that this video is not made strictly for kids. It is for older fans and adults too. Enjoy the fucking video! This video is brought to you by my loyal patrons. Register now at any tier to watch new videos 1 month in advance before they're made public. Link is in the description. After rescuing Toby from the damaged bridge, the fat controller and the quarry manager agreed that Mavis was allowed to come down the line from the quarry with help from Toby. Mavis was pleased and felt that it was rewarding, but even so she still downright dull at quarry with everything looking the same and sounding the same, and her only company was the troublesome trucks. When she rolled down the line, she would often come to the level crossing where Tomas once got in trouble with a constable. There were warning signs, but sometimes Mavis and her driver would see some cars and lorries ignoring them before they could reach it. "There'll be an accident one day," Mavis's driver would often say. "Phew!" she scoffed. "If a car or lorry comes, I would just push it aside. That would show them who's boss." When she told Toby about her idea, Toby was livid. "You should never do something like that, Mavis," he said crossly. "Some cars and lorries can be careless at that crossing, but you shouldn't harm them or their driver at all. It's very unsafe to do so." "Fiddlesticks," said Mavis, and she flounced away. Although Mavis and Toby had gotten along with each other now, there are still times when both engines get on each other's nerves, and Mavis would often get annoyed with Toby's constant lecturing. "I don't know what's going on in that diesel's head," he said to his driver. "She's still young, Toby," replied his driver. "We always have the unwisest idea in mind when we are like that." Toby knew that his driver was right, but he still didn't like Mavis's idea of dealing with road vehicles. One morning the trucks were all in the wrong places, and Mavis had to sort them out for Toby to collect them. "I don't want that old fusspot lecturing me again," she thought to herself as she placed all the trucks into their proper places. When the work was done, Mavis felt exhausted, but then one truck cried out, "You're late with your first train, Mavis! Hurry up!" "Oh dear," gasped Mavis, and she raced away to couple to the trucks. Earlier, while Mavis was shunting, the troublesome trucks were bored and had planned to play a trick on Mavis for making them late. As she came down the line, they surged against her. On, they chattered. "Stop pushing," growled Mavis. They came to the crossing, and Mavis saw a lorry coming towards them. "Oh, a lorry! He'd better stop for us or else," she thought. But the lorry was coming in much too fast. It turned the corner much too sharp, and as Mavis neared the crossing, so did the lorry. The lorry's front bumper was caught on her cowcatcher and was tipped over on its side with a crash. "Ouch!" she exclaimed crossly. "That hurt!" Her driver jumped down from the cab and went to see if the driver was okay. Luckily he wasn't hurt, but he was still surprised by seeing Mavis. "Is that a train?" the man demanded. Mavis's driver laughed and said, "It certainly is. I'm surprised you didn't even know." "I know what trains are," replied the man. "I just didn't expect one to be here. I'm new here to the island." The lorry driver apologized for getting in their way, but Mavis couldn't go anywhere after her cowcatcher was dented. It wasn't safe to do so, and so she had to be assisted to the yards and to the works. And of all the engines to help was Toby. He heard about Mavis's accident and couldn't help but tease her. "So you show that lorry who's boss by letting it dent your cowcatcher, Mavis?" Mavis just grumbled, and Toby pulled her away to the yards. "I hope this will teach you why pushing road vehicles out of the way by force was a careless idea," Mavis said nothing, but knew that Toby was right. Mavis was worried that she wouldn't be allowed to go down the line after her accident with the lorry, but the fat controller and manager told her that it was just an accident and that she wasn't at fault for the whole incident. So Mavis still travelled down the line with her trucks, but she didn't have the mindset of pushing cars and lorries by force at the crossing again.